Welcome to another of my pipe videos, my pipe smoking videos. This seems to now become a weekly thing, and I hadn't really intended it to go this way, but it's very enjoyable. Last week Julia was with me and we were smoking our pipes, and that got a lot of views, and thank you so much. I think that's very interesting. I think people in the pipe world, the pipe smoking world, are interested in the fact that women are also looking and smoking, and have been, of course, for, well, I guess ever since pipe smoking was a thing. Women were thinking, hang on a minute, why have that the exclusive rights of men? I haven't got my pipe up and running. I'm a little bit behind because I wanted to talk about a couple of things on this, about tobaccos, and there was something else which has just temporarily gone from my mind, and I'll get back to it. So I was watching one of the many smashing pipe videos that are out, pipe smoking videos that are out on YouTube, and there's some terrific people. I don't always remember all their names, and I do apologize because I'm quite eclectic when it comes to these videos, and I'd go, oh, let's have a listen to him, and then I forget to subscribe and all of those things. Anyway, this gentleman, he's up north in England, the Piper X1, X1X or 1X1 or something like that. Very nice chap. He spends a lot of time managing to trap rats, it would seem, which is fantastic because nobody wants rats, unless they're a pet rat, of course. So he was talking about this, which is Fire Dance by, let me just remind myself, Samuel Gorth. Is it? I've only been smoking my pipe for a year, as you may have known, and I've sort of been sticking to pretty much the blends that I can get from online, because round where I am there doesn't seem to be a proper old-fashioned tobacconist like there used to be. Anyway, this gentleman was talking about flake, and I've not tried flake. Everything's been, I guess, ready rubbed or chopped up or whatever it is. There's just so much to learn. And this is the fantastic thing. There's so much to learn about pipes themselves, pipe making, the types of materials for pipes, the elegance of the pipes, the size of the bowls, and everything. All of it, all of that, and then the tobaccos. This is very beautiful, I have to say, and I'm enjoying this. This is a flake. I don't want it to fall out, but it does come. I have rubbed up some of it, but it does come in sort of flaky sticks. I don't know if you can see that very well. Anyway, I'm going to smoke my Hardcastle slightly bent one. What is this? It's got a name on it, Argyle or something. Can't really see what it is. I quite like the Hardcastle pipes, and it's a nice sort of medium priced pipe. And I'm guessing with these streaks down them like this, these gouges, it can hide blemishes quite nicely. And if you've got a nice piece of briar and it's just ruined by a couple of little spots or blemishes or whatever, you can, make a design that gets rid of that. So you're not wasting the material because it's such lovely material. So I'm going to smoke that, and I don't want to be too long about it. So what I understand is that you get this stuff and you've got to rub it yourself. This comes back to what I was saying in the past. I love the whole paraphernalia, the preparation and everything. So I'm rubbing it around here. Now, I'm very open to experienced pipe smokers to tell me the best way of doing all these things, because I just enjoy the smoking, I enjoy the smell, I enjoy the nicotine. The nicotine is very good for you. We've been lied about that, about how it's bad and how it's addictive. It's not addictive. That's another sort of little myth that's been put out by the deep state, but we're not into that on this channel, unless I get completely taken off on the other channel. So I'm trying not to drop any of this. And I have seen that you can buy these little leather trays, if you like, to mix your tobacco up, but because I'm filming, everything is all done on the spec. Anyway, this is going in nicely, and I'm probably packing this completely wrongly, but who cares? Now, I've been watching various pipe smokers, and one of the things I wanted to say is they all seem to get some amazing sounding blends. And I've I've recently, a friend of mine gave me some connoisseur's choice. Notice, as I said before, I always cover up those bloody, stupid, nasty health warning things, which is all a load of old rubbish. So this was a gift from somebody, Peterson's Connoisseur's Choice, and I'm enjoying that. So I found a card that said thank you, so it reminds me it was a gift. And I do that with my tins because it's a shame to have them blighted by that nonsense the government does. Let's get this lit because that's what we're doing here. Pipe smoking and pipes and smoking rather, and the smoke is part of it, isn't it? I have found that with the flake, it takes a bit more effort to get the thing up and running because it's slightly thicker than the thinner ready rubbed, and it's a longer. And this is a beautiful smoke, I have to say. It's really lovely. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Now I'm still trying to get to the point where I can isolate the flavours. But to be honest, what I really need to do is to get some of the different tobaccos on their own. And I don't know whether you can buy this. This is another question. Wouldn't it be great if, I don't know how many different types of tobacco there are, Lacquer and Perique and, well, all of them, you know, Virginia and what have you. And to have a sample, you know, like you get with tea. You can get the Assam tea and Earl Grey and Builders and all the different teas in little bits. Wouldn't it be great to have a sample box of each, a little piece of tobacco, so that you could try making your own blends, but also get to know what they are like on their own and know which ones you go, oh, actually, I quite like that. A blend with some of that and some of that would be nice. Maybe that's all out there. Maybe that's a thing. I don't really know. I suppose what it is going into it's going into the hobby, if you like, if people call it a hobby, or the pleasure of smoking the tobacco and not just necessarily going with what people give you, you know, just off the shelf, which is lovely because it's all convenient. So some of these tobaccos, and there seems to be a lot of ones in America, and they're incredible, but I can't seem to get them over here from the normal online suppliers. Is that because they just are too expensive to bring into this country, or there are restrictions on it? I'll see somebody in, say, France who's smoking something, and I think, well, how do you get that? And they recommend these things, and then you can't get them, and you're thinking, I'd like to try that. I'd like to try that. Do you, if you're a pipe smoker, do you have that same issue that you see this tobacco and you think, oh, that just sounds wondrous. It just sounds amazing, but how do I get hold of it? So I'd love to know more hints and tips. Because I'm talking, you know what it's like. You can't quite keep the thing alight. And the other day I made a discovery, which I thought I would share. And the discovery was this, that sometimes I'll enjoy a bowlful of something, like it may be this, and it's so lovely that perhaps 10 minutes later I'll have another bowl of that. I just enjoyed that. And then the second bowl is not as nice. And I realised what the reason is. I'm using the same pipe. Maybe the black gurgly, liquidy, tarry, whatever it is that's in there, has kind of mixed with the smoke and is now not pleasant. And what I'm not doing, and what I should do, is to say, okay, that was great. Let's put that over here. I'll clean that up with pipe cleaners and what have you, and pick up a different pipe. I'm struggling, aren't I? But that's okay. It's fun. I love it. The other day, not the other day. I was given this a while back. And you've probably seen me smoking this. It's my meerschaum. Now, you probably can't see this on the camera. I don't know if it's going to focus if I do that. It probably won't. Is that going in focus? It is beginning to change colour. It is slowly creaming over. It's very exciting now, smoking this one, the meerschaum, because it is slowly changing colour from white, quite stark white, into a sort of creamy colour, and it'll go yellow and all of that. And that I'm finding really exciting. I'd love to get another meerschaum. I do love my briars. And I'm determined to get this to light. There's a chap called Andy who gave me some pipes, and he said, come back, you're welcome to have a couple more from his collection. And I just hadn't had the time to do it. There was something else. A friend of mine came over, I met, and he brought me a cigar. Now, I'm not really good on cigars, but this is it. And he was smoking it whilst I was smoking my pipe. He is a pipe smoker. And we were having a chat, late at night, just chatting away into the hours of whatever. And he was smoking this cigar. It was very nice. But I don't know what it is. It says something here. Condal, C-O-N-D-A-L. Does that mean anything with you? Don't know, it doesn't mean much with me. But I'm very much looking forward to smoking this. I don't think Julia, my partner, is very keen on cigars, so I will smoke that on my own. It's in a box that's for big playing cards. So there was something else I wanted to talk about in today's episode, but I cannot for the life of me now remember what it was. But the main thrust of this, apart from enjoying it and wanting to say, that I found that if you're having a second bowl, change the pipe, is the different tobaccos and learning them. And is there a book that, well, I know there's stuff online, but you can see, I'm a book fiend. If there's a book that's really good, but it's getting hold of that tobacco, and at some point, Julia and I, we want to buy some land. We want to grow tobacco, because I think the budget over here has just put the tax up on tobacco. So next year, I guess from April the 1st, it's going to be prohibitively expensive, and they just want to get, they want to stop people smoking. Oh, that was the other thing I've remembered. My friend, a different friend, the one who gave me this, said he went into a traditional tobacconist, I think, in Reading. I think it was Reading. And he was chatting there, and he's a newbie pipe smoker. His name's Ed. And he said, and this is what I love, he said he went into the tobacconist, and the tobacconist was, showing him the pipes and showing him all the tobacco. And the tobacconist said, there is a huge, recently in the last 5 years, there has been a huge uptake of pipe smoking. This is such good news. This is really exciting news, because it means that more pipe makers will start to learn it. And I find pipe makers, the ability to do this is fascinating and wonderful. And I think that's great. But also that we can get more tobacco grown, and that the tobacco industry will continue. And if we can keep it wholesome and clean and stop the pesticides and various other things spraying with anything on them, it's going to be great. It's such a pleasure to smoke a pipe. And some people, oh, your house must stink. It does. It smells lovely. You come down in the morning if you've been smoking a pipe and you go, oh, it's lovely. Non-smokers don't know what they're missing. That's the trouble. Anyway, I'll just go and get this bloody thing up and running. Thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you next time.